Now, the skeleton can be divided into two distinct regions. You have the axial skeleton, which is going to include the skull, the ribs, and the vertebrae. That'll make up the axial skeleton, basically the axis of your body. Everything else, the girdles that form your shoulder and your hips, are called appendicular. This would be part of the appendicular, which would include the shoulder girdle and your arms, the hip, and the legs. That's all appendicular. Now, the bony thorax is made up of several bones. The sternum here is made up of three fused bones. The top part up here, this little notch that you can feel right at your neck there, is called the manubrium. The middle part is the body, and the small little portion down here is called the xiphoid process. This is the one that when you take a CPR class, they're going to want to tell you to measure up and find where this is at before you do chest compressions, because this little part here could get broken off and cause damage to the internal organs, the lungs and the heart. Now, the bony thorax also includes 12 pairs of ribs. Now, ribs, pretty easy to notice here, they're all attached to the sternum by costal cartilages. And those costal cartilages, are there so the rib cage can expand and contract as you inhale and exhale. Now, out of the 12 ribs here, these 12 ribs are either going to be classified as either true ribs or false ribs. Here's the difference. True ribs come across and attach directly to the sternum, like you see with this one. False ribs, and true ribs make up the first 7. So if you count down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are all the true ribs. The other 5 form an indirect attachment. That's why this all comes up together like this. Or in the case of the last 2 pairs, the last pair of ribs, right back here, they have no attachment. These are the floating ribs, because they have no direct attachment.